Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Two.
Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Hunt! 180! 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. 148. Get off the field. Watch the edge.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, double up. Quaker Omaha. Chance. Gun. Go. 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Gets past one man. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to right side with Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Sanders' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check. Fresno. Zebra. Fresno. Pin.
Now it's Stafford. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Tighten up.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike part 2. Check pass.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Rhino! All right, now here we go, oh. Slam!
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That ball complete to Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down. Watch that. Shoot!
Through. Listen to me.
Hey, alert 3.
300.
Hatchet.
22 jet bomber. Black.
43 is the mic.
From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Haywood.
43 is the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Check 9. 6'6", bullet high.
Safe.
Cousins again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Rush in.
Gun.
Motion.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. 43.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
Let's bring it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
49. Hey, flipper. 49. He's yellow. Check the crowd. Move.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the...
$23 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Jahan, 180. Can't. Blue draw quarter. Under 10.
Mike 50. What we got? Whip.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Check
X3. 218, chopper.
Watch out.
Check 43.
On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd down, Cousins. Go for the 1st down and much more. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Cousins now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
59! Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Hey, Delta.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
53. Ready?
Cut, cut, cut.
Mike 52.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
White. Hey, wahoo!
Traps, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Come off the ball, Hart.
Check 13. Hey, 70. Real right, 22.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the
Stafford looks to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Crunch.
To throw is Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, D. Sponge. No.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You get
high 7. 2.
Get in the weight room.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
2 right here. You must be dreaming.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
To throw with Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Danny. Kill.
And middle. Hey, 54.
On 1st and 10, Stafford letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Double dog, that's the way.
Kill.
Gun. Kill.
Hey, check 24. Watch.
Here's Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
6 guys. Check 36.
80 weapon.
Check.
Gun.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
52's the mic. We own them. We own them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
No. Check that. Right here. I got him. Go.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, 22! Hey, Echo! 52! It's been long, baby.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey. Play.
Mike. Easy.
Mike. Too little, cut.
Hey, 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Ready, move. Hey, exit. Watch 55. Watch the curl. Check.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Stafford now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 48 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Line 7. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Tapper able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing, Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook. Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now stands at 13. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
40 got. 40 got.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Easy, easy. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
58 to Mike.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
Under crush. Hey, 382. Lay 50. First. Get the edge. Go.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing his Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is taken at its 4.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing again at Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Kill.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game. It's already been decided. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Let's go.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.